Okay, here we go. I was planning on coming back home after graduation, but I never expected this. Mom's text is just unbelievable. From Mom, Jesse, I know we haven't talked in a while, but there's just no easy way to say this. Rosa, the girl you used to babysit, killed herself yesterday. I'll send info about the funeral later. She really looked up to you, so it would be nice if you came home for the funeral. Her parents are using our mortuary, so you'll be able to say bye in private if you prefer. The sun has almost set. I better get home soon. Wow, things haven't changed much as far as I can see. I wonder if any of the places on the signpost have changed. Train station, Cherry Town High, Costa Family Mortuary and Funeral Home, neighborhood. I guess nothing really has changed. Jesse, you're home. I wasn't expecting you until tomorrow. This is important, so I wanted to be early just to be safe. Oh, this is perfect. I came to ask your mom when you'd be coming home so I can talk to you. Ash, is that you? I haven't seen you since I left for college. I know, it's been years. I just wish your homecoming was because of a happier occasion. Yeah, me too. That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Do you think you could stop by the school tomorrow? I got promoted to principal, so come to the front office when you have time. That's great that you're finally principal. I'll see you tomorrow. Getting kind of late. I made up your room earlier today, so it's ready if you want to go to sleep. Probably best to get your rest for tomorrow. Oh, and I know you and your dad haven't been getting along lately, but please try to get along. Just don't mention anything about being a medium or ghosts to him. You need anything? Here, take some spending money for while you're here. You'll have a big day tomorrow catching up with your friends, so get some rest. Oh, Jesse, you're home early? Well, it's getting late. Get some rest. Yeah, good night, Dad. This old crystal ball needs some polishing, but it should still be useful. Go to bed? I can't sleep. Is that light coming from the graveyard? I should check it out. Is that Rosa's ghost? Jesse, I'm so glad I was able to reach you. I need your help. Rosa, I'm worried about Jim. I've made peace with my actions, but he can't stop blaming himself. I want him to be able to move on with his life. Oh, Rosa, of course I'll help. I'll make it so you can move on in peace. I knew I could count on you, Jesse. Don't worry about yourself either. There's no use in regretting what can never be changed. Hopefully, when I visit Ash, I'll be able to figure something out to say to Jim. Up bright and early, huh? Here, take some breakfast with you. Thanks, Mom. Meet up before they get cold. Good morning, Jesse. What are your plans for today? Oh, I'm gonna go catch up with Ash. That's right, she finally became principal a couple years back. You must be proud of your childhood friend. Have a good time. Thanks, Dad. Don't say anything weird to the townsfolk. I don't need you scaring everyone with your crazy ghost talk. Right. Jesse, thanks for stopping by. Of course, it seemed like you wanted to talk about something important. Yeah, Jim hasn't been doing so well lately, and I've tried to get him to talk to a counselor, but he doesn't want to open up. Rose's death has hit him really hard. That makes sense. They were inseparable in elementary school, but what can I do? You used to babysit the two of them all the time, and I know Jim really looks up to you. I thought if you tried talking to him, maybe he'd open up and start to heal. But it's been so long since I've seen them, he probably blames me for not being there for Rosa. I don't think so. He and Rosa had a falling out last year, so I think he blames himself for not being there for her. It would mean a lot to me if he would do this. Well, I'll try, but I'm not sure if he'd really be happy to see me. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to talk to Jim for me. Yo, Pipsqueak, I thought I said to bring me chocolate milk, not this soy crap. I know, but they were out. I don't care about excuses. Don't make this mistake again. Ryan pours his soy milk over Jim's head. Haha, soy milk for the soy boy. Mm, Jim? Jesse, what are you doing here? Don't look at me. I've got to go after him. I'm just glad it's not me. I saw Jim run towards the field. Poor kid. Jesse, I guess he came back for the funeral, huh? Yeah, but I have something important to tell you too. Do you remember that summer when my dad wanted me to stop babysitting you guys? Yeah, he thought that you would be a bad influence on us, because he thought you were going crazy, talking about ghosts and stuff. Yeah, that's right, but the thing is, I know you weren't crazy. You really were talking to ghosts. You proved it to me and Rosa plenty of times. You remember that? Of course. Wait, did Rosa's ghost say something to you? Yeah, she did. I knew it, but I don't think I can take it right now. It's all my fault for not standing up for her. I'm a coward. No, Jim, Rosa doesn't blame you at all. I don't know exactly what happened, but she wants me to tell you she understands. Jesse, I don't care if Rosa forgives me. I can't forgive myself. You want to know the truth? Ryan, the football captain, raped Rosa. It happened in the girls' locker room when Rosa stayed later than usual for track practice. They were alone and he forced himself on her. I heard him tell everyone on the team, but no one wanted to defend her, like it was her fault that he did it. She became even more of an outcast, and when Ryan got suspended, everyone blamed her even more. They said things like, if she had just shut up, our star player wouldn't have missed the playoffs. And what a liar. I'm sure she was grateful someone like him would sleep with her. The bullying got worse and worse, and I was too afraid of what Ryan would do to me if I tried to defend her. Jim. Jesse grabs Jim and hugs him. I can't help but blame myself for not trying harder to stay in touch. Maybe if we had talked, things would have been different. I wish we could do something else for Rosa. Well, I was too scared to do this alone, but now that you're here, there might be something we can do. Really? Well, I think he took a picture. What? That's disgusting. I know. I didn't see the pic myself, but I heard him talking about it when he was telling the other guys on the football team. He said he would show it to them when they went to his house. His house? There's no way we could get in there. Actually, I have a key. He makes me do his homework, and I have to leave it on his desk before he or his parents get home so they don't get suspicious. If we go right now, we would probably have enough time to find the picture and bring it back to the principal without getting caught. It's risky, but I want to do it for Rosa. Let's go. Our house looks very well kept and is a bit nicer than the others on the block. This is Ryan's house. You should have about 5 minutes to search until Jack gets back from football practice. You look through it, but it's just trash. The box has some old toys, clothes, books, and other small items that look like they're going to be either donated or thrown away soon. Wow, I can't believe he's bold enough to just have alcohol sitting out in his room. He could at least try to hide it from his parents. It's a yearbook from last year. Most of the signatures just say stuff about football, and there are mean things written about disliked kids and teachers. Some are even sporting Sharpie goatees and devil horns. Looking through the papers on the desk, you see homework, comics, notes, and other supplies, but no incriminating evidence. You look through the classic hiding place, the underwear drawer, and you do find some hidden contraband. Weed, condoms, and a dirty magazine. Not what you're looking for, though. You lift up the pillow, but there's just some used tissues, and it smells like it needs to be washed, too. Just some extra blankets, nothing interesting here. Seems to be just a normal teddy bear. It looks old and worn. Looks like this bully has some insecurities of his own, too. What's this? You almost pass over the sweaty smelling laundry basket, but the corner of a shiny piece of paper catches your eye. You pick it up and see that Jim was right. Ryan really did take a picture of what he did to Rosa. This is definite proof that he did force himself on her. Cringing, you put it in your pocket. Jim, I found it. We need to get this to Ash ASAP. Thank God, I felt like my heart was going to explode. Let's get out of here. Did you talk to Jim yet? You're back. How'd it go? Oh, hi, Jim. Well, Jim actually found something when he was hanging with Ryan in his room. Here. What? Oh my God, I'll deal with this right away. Thanks, Jim. And thanks to you, too, Jesse. Yeah, thanks for everything, Jesse. I'm gonna stay at school for a bit before I head home. You should get some rest. Thanks for giving me the strength to help Rosa. If you want to hang out or say hi to my parents, you should stop by my house later. Thanks so much for helping, Jesse. I'll make sure this gets to the proper authorities. I tried my best to punish Ryan, but without solid proof, there wasn't much I could do aside from suspension. I can't believe the sun is already starting to set. I better go home and get ready for bed soon. Did you have a good time catching up with Ash? Yeah, I saw Jim today and talked to him too. That poor boy, he and Rosa were so close. We all expected they'd end up together one day. Yeah, we talked about that. Of course things are going to be hard with Rosa gone, but I think he's in a place where he can start to move on now. That's good. Sounds like you had a productive day. Get some rest, sweetie. I'm sure you'll have a lot to do tomorrow too, so get some rest. That's good that you were able to help your friend. Sleep tight, dear. What? I'm trying to watch TV. Just go to bed, okay? Go to bed? I still can't sleep. Another light from the graveyard. Is it Rosa again? That's not Rosa. Do I know him? I'm sorry, sir, but I don't think I know you. It's okay. I think my children were a few years older than you in school. I'm Mr. Goldberg, the businessman who owned the mansion at the end of town. Oh, I never met you, but I remember that you always donated to the school, even after your kids graduated. We had great field trips because of you. Thanks. I'm glad I made a difference in young people's lives. However, my death recently has caused a big rift in my family. I married a much younger woman when my wife died, and my children think she played a role in my death. Oh no, that's terrible. I just passed away from old age. It was my time. My children don't believe it no matter what the authorities say. I just want my family to get along. I understand, Mr. Goldberg. I'll talk to your wife, and maybe we can think of something to change your children's minds. Thank you. I've never met Mr. Goldberg's new wife, but I know he lived in the mansion past the neighborhood. Do you want pancakes again? Here you go. I know you don't always get along with your dad, but try while you're here. Don't mention anything about ghosts to your father. You know it upsets him. I'll be working in the morgue mostly today. I'm going to be pretty busy today, so we can talk more later. Probably better if you don't bother me today. Ask your mother if you need anything. You two get along better anyways. Oh, you must be Jessie, the town's medium I've been hearing about. Oh, uh, yeah, how'd you know? Well, I have my ways. I was probably going to come find you myself if you didn't come here first. Well, actually, your husband's ghost came to talk to me. He wanted me to help you and your stepchildren reach an understanding. How wonderful! I've been praying for something like this. That's as if they won't believe anyone but their father, but he's dead. I see. Oh, I can't make others see ghosts by myself, but if we hold a seance, I'll be able to channel my powers through a crystal ball, which should allow his ghost to interact with normal people for a bit. Oh, that's perfect. What items do you need to hold a seance? Let's see. I need the crystal ball as a conduit, and incense and a rosary should work to magnify my powers. I just used up the last of my incense. Take this money and use it to buy the materials you need. I'll be waiting here when you're ready. Oh, thank you. I'll be back as soon as I can. Let me know when you have a crystal ball, incense, and a rosary. Oh, I could use my crystal ball for the seance instead of buying a new one. Hi, how can I help you? Thanks for your business. Oh, Jessie, is that you? It's been so long. It's nice to see you too, Father Hickory. I wish I was back in town under different circumstances. Yes, in these troubled times we must do all we can to not lose hope. Yes, actually, I wanted to pray for Rosa and the other recently deceased, but I don't have a rosary. Do you have any extras lying around? Of course, there should be plenty of extras for the Sunday school kids in the storeroom. You'll probably have to dig around a bit, but feel free to take whatever you need. I hope the back room isn't too messy. I found the rosaries. Let's take this back to Mrs. Goldberg's house and see if she's ready to start the seance. Oh, good, you found the rosary. Tell your parents hi for me. I managed to get my stepchildren here. Sit at the table and let's get this started. This is ridiculous. There's no way the crazy ghost kid can help us. As if I'm gonna believe anything this bitch has to say. You have the rosary, incense, and crystal ball. Let's start the seance. Okay, I hope this works. Mr. Goldberg? Jesse, thank you for letting me speak to my family one last time. Dad, no way. This can't be happening. Oh, sweetie, I knew this would work. I miss you so much. I miss you all too, but please listen to me. Alex, Linda, I know you had your reservations about Taylor when I married her, but these last years with her made me very happy. The autopsy report was correct. I died because it was my time, not because of foul play. Dad, that still doesn't make her our mom. I know it doesn't, but I still care about the two of you. I always tried to do my best when it came to you two, and I'm not going to stop now. We weren't trying to replace your mother, but please, try to open your heart to Taylor as well. I want all of you to look after each other now that I'm gone. Oh, Dad, It's okay. Just please, try to get along for me. Oh dear, we all love you. Thank you. Wow, Jesse, I'm sorry for doubting you. It looks like I've got a lot of things to think over. I don't know what to say. I think it's time for me to go. You've all got a lot to process now. This is a lot. Thank you so much, Jesse. Now our family can start to heal. So late already. Mrs. Goldberg sure took a lot out of me, though. I'm beat. Better head home. Oh, I remember Mrs. Goldberg. I performed the autopsy on her husband. He just died from old age, but her children wouldn't believe it. Yeah, we talked about that. You performed the autopsy? Yes, you know I do coroner work for the police sometimes. The children wanted a second opinion, so they had me look at it as well. Rich kids, you know? I guess? Now let me finish my dinner in peace, would you? Right, sorry. Didn't you go to bed or something? Another big day? Yeah, I guess. I met Mrs. Goldberg today. Oh, the young Mrs. Goldberg is certainly quite a character. Yeah, that's one way to put it. I'm sure that was tiring. There's chicken and rice in the fridge if you're hungry. You'll need to get your strength back after today. Thanks, Mom. I'm sure you'll sleep well after today. Miss Goldberg can be quite energetic. What is wrong with me? This is the third night in a row. Of course, another light. Must be a ghost. Again. Wait a second. That's old Mrs. Todd, isn't it? Didn't she die a few months ago? Oh, Mrs. Todd, it's been so long. I'm sorry I couldn't make it back for your funeral. It's okay. At the end, I didn't recognize anyone. I'm glad the memories you have of me are from when I was still myself. Is there something that's keeping you from moving on? Well, I had dementia and Alzheimer's for the last few years of my life, and it was hard on my family. I had an oxygen machine keeping me alive, and one day the power went out when only my daughter-in-law was home. She chose not she chose to not switch on the emergency power. Oh my god. I know it sounds bad, but I really don't blame her. It's hard taking care of someone in that state. I wasn't me anymore, and to be honest, I wanted an euthanization. But they aren't legal here. I know she's still torn over this, but I want her to know it's okay. I understand. Oh, okay, Mrs. Todd. I'll see what I can do. I'd better go talk to Auntie Todd. It's been a while anyways. We could use a chance to catch up. What have you got planned for today? I'm gonna go catch up with Andy. That's a good idea. Hope you have fun. Thanks, Mom. Oh, that's right. Mrs. Todd died a little while ago, too. She was in bad shape, so it wasn't surprising. Give the family well wishes for me. Sure thing. The Todds have a very well kept house and yard, as always. Oh, you and Andy went to school together? How nice. I'm Tiffany. We met in college and got married after graduation. See, it's great to see you. How have you been? I'm okay, I guess. I came back in town for Rose's funeral, so. Oh, that's right. I know the two of you were close. But on the bright side, I heard some evidence of her bullying turned up, and her parents are going to sue the student responsible. At least they can get some sort of closure. Yeah, Jim and I talked about that. I heard your mom passed away a few months ago, too. I wanted to offer my condolences. She was always so warm and welcoming when I used to come over to play as a kid. Yeah, Mom was pretty much the picture perfect housewife. She was the best. The last few years were so hard. She was a completely different person. It's true what they say about people losing all inhibitions during advanced dementia and Alzheimer's. I had never heard her cuss my entire life before that. I don't think your mom would want us to remember her like that. Let's focus on who she was in her prime. Yeah, you're right. Let's focus on proper memories of her. I think I still have some old photo albums she made around here somewhere. That's a great idea. I'll look for it. There's no photo albums on this shelf. No album here, but the fish are pretty. Hey, I think I found the album. Wow, this is great. I'd almost forgotten about some of these things. Oh, your mom made that? How nice. Yeah, she was always doing things like this. I just wish you could have known her before she got sick. I know taking care of her was hard. Hard? You think taking care of her was just hard? You were gone so often on your business trips, I had to do everything myself. You have no idea how hard it was to take care of an adult that's regressing to a toddler's mind. Not to mention she treated me like crap, and I barely even knew her. Tiffany. I had to clean up shit when she forgot how to use the bathroom. She would put milk in the pantry and throw away random things. She would even hide food in her room. It was a literal hell on earth trying to take care of her. Every waking moment I had to take care of her. I didn't have a moment to myself. I'm glad I pulled the plug. You mean you let the power fail on purpose? That's crazy. I think it would be best if we all just calm down a bit. How can I calm down? You're practically a murderer. Andy, come on. Mistakes happen all the time. And besides, I knew your mom. Do you really think she wanted to live like that? She had no control over her actions, didn't remember anyone, and couldn't do anything for herself. Do you think that was enjoyable for her? I. She told me she wanted to be euthanized, but it's illegal here, and I couldn't do that to her. Andy, I talked to your mom. You know what I mean. She wants the two of you to work past this. She doesn't hold a grudge. That's right. I almost forgot about your skill. If it's what my mom wants, I'll think about it. She wasn't your mom anymore, and she didn't want to be remembered like that. This can't be fixed in a single conversation, but before you take any drastic measures, I think the two of you need to have a long talk about everything. I'm gonna need some time to think about everything first. Honey, I'm so sorry, but I felt like I was trapped with no other way out. That sure was a doozy. I hope they can get through this. Anyways, looks like it's time for me to head home. You look exhausted, dear. Well, you could say I haven't been sleeping well these last few nights. I see. Well, I'll wake you up in time for the funeral tomorrow. Thanks, Mom. Good night. Sleep tight. Get some rest now. Mrs. Todd was a close family friend, so I still think you shouldn't have missed her funeral. I'm not going through this again, Dad. Fine, fine. At least you're here now. Good night. Sleep well. Go to bed? Man, these last few days have been insane. I'm gonna sleep like a log. Wow, I can't believe I slept in. Wait, I think I missed the funeral. I better go downstairs and see what's going on. Whoa, why's everyone here? Something happened? We wanted to let you sleep in since you've had trouble sleeping lately. After the funeral, everyone wanted to come see you. I think we're probably all here for the same reason. We're going to try and put our differences aside and become a real family. To be honest, I couldn't keep living with what I had done. We needed to face it together. If it weren't for your medium powers, none of this would have happened. Medium, what? What's going on here? You know Jesse's always been able to talk to ghosts, so you didn't believe in it. You're so amazing! Because of your powers, you were able to help all of us. None of us can thank you enough, Jesse. This is crazy talk. I deal with the dead for a living, and there's no such thing as ghosts. Then how did Jessie learn all of these people's problems when she hasn't seen or talked to anyone here in 10 years? Really, dear, I'm getting sick of your feud with Jessie, because you make her feel like she's insane. She hasn't been home in ages. Can't you see how special her gift is? She was able to help so many people. This ends now. Mom, thank you. Of course, you were able to help all these other families heal. It's about time ours did too. Thanks so much, Mom. I really needed to hear that. Of course. I'm sorry I didn't try to fix things between you and your father earlier. I guess I was just hoping things would work out on their own. Well, I guess I can't deny how many people you helped this week. Maybe it doesn't matter if it's real or not, as long as you're making a positive difference in people's lives. You really mean it? Maybe tomorrow you can help me in the morgue? I know you've got your degree now, so I ought to teach you how to run the family business. I'd love that, Dad. This is great, Jesse. If you stay here and help with the family business, we can start hanging out again. I really don't know what I would have done if you didn't bring up all those memories you two had of Andy's mom. The secret was eating me alive. I did feel like there was a rift in our marriage lately, so thank you for helping us talk. All thanks to you, Jesse. I don't know if I would have been able to keep going otherwise. The next few months are going to be hard dealing with the lawsuit and everything, but I think this is the right thing to do. This is great. We're going to be best friends now that you're sticking around. Wait, what? We're going to get tea and hang out. Ooh, and you can tell me my fortune. I don't have those kind of powers. Anyways, I gotta go. Don't forget to visit me later or I'll come here to see you. I'm sorry we used to make fun of your ghost powers when we were in school. Because of you, now my dad can rest in peace. We were never close or anything, so I appreciate that you took the time to help us. I hope we can become friends in the future.